themselves 3 of the wonderful, beautiful Philadelphia Soulmates who represent our own Philadelphia Soul. So, I got my partner with me now. I was solo earlier today, but I got my partner with me now. Baldy is here, and I just gave away his secret because he was going to give his nickname later, but I just
I have it.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what I was saying. The funny part, his nickname is Baldy, but he has a full head of hair.
Interesting.
So, want to let the ladies introduce themselves?
I'll go first. I'm Sade.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Deja.
So, there you have it. Sade, Jordan, Deja, Philadelphia Soulmates. So, I again applaud you and appreciate you ladies for being here early. It's great. I just love it. Like I said to you just before we came on, most of our guests want to make a grand entrance, but we totally appreciate it. So, how long, well, before we say how long, how did you ladies get into being team dancers? I was getting ready to say the other word, but we won't talk about that in a second.
Well, we all actually came in together. This is our second season together, so we all actually showed up at the same open call 2 years ago. Gosh, guys, we're old.
Yeah.
So we've actually been through the process together as rookies and now vets. So that's actually kind of cool.
Trust the process.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I feel like I started in a studio. I think Jordan started in a studio too. So we started at dance school, and I actually started around here in Germantown. That's where my dance school was. So we started there, and then college was I think my first dance team when I went to Westchester. So I loved that, and then I got to senior year, and I was like, I'm not done dancing yet. I want to keep going. So then I looked into the professional sports dance teams, and then led me to the Soul.
So, for all of you, is this any of your first time being on a professional dance team?
Yes.
All of us.
All of us.
You've been there 2 years.
Yep.
Wow, that's great. So, what was it like when you went to the open call?
Our very first one.
Yes, the very
It
first
was so nerve-wracking.
How many people were it?
At
That's
our
the
first
question.
open call,
I think there was
people think
five.
I swear people think I'm exaggerating. I swear it was 150 girls.
I think there was
Between
close to
100
100
and
then. There was a
150.
lot for
It was-
our open call.
And
Yeah.
for me personally, it was nerve-wracking because first of all, you got these two.
Stop.
They're like ridiculously talented and like trained, and like you can tell. And then there's me, who has no professional or studio dance experience at all. Like I was a high school cheerleader, and I'm a cheerleading coach.
That counts. That counts, man.
I know, but it's two totally different dance moves when you go from robotic
it
to
is.
really fluid.
It is.
So, and then you got, and she told you at open call, you know what? Show me what you have to bring to the team. They've got leaps, they've got turns, they've got all these. I'm like, well, I can walk like Beyonce. That's what I got to. And I mean, I guess it was good enough. They were all there.
Yeah. It was different.
It was like, whew, it was intense.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because you want to stand out amongst, how many other
Right.
beautiful, talented women around you.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'm sure that was tough.
Well, that's weird. That's the thing about inevitability. You never know what experiences are going to draw people together.
Mm-hmm.
And then here you sit 2 years later, you did not know each other, and you're still rocking and rolling. So inevitability this is inevitability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
You
literally,
hear our story.
I've known this dude pretty much all my life. We played ball against each other and everything. And I came up here on a visit because I would call in and talk trash. And years later,
You here 3
we
years,
don't
4
want-
years
yeah.
later. 4 years
so-
later,
so
we still here.
you never know what the journey's going to give you. You
I
never know what
actually,
the journey's gonna give you.
I ran into Jordan at a few auditions before, and another girl that was on the team, our rookie year, her name's Chloe. I ran into Chloe in Florida.
Yeah.
We were both
Wow.
at an audition, so we ran into each other a lot because before we made the team, we went to a bunch of other teams. It's just it's just audition season, so it's really rare to see each other at all these auditions. And I didn't really know her until I think we got to the third or fourth audition. I was like, we should be friends
What's your name?
because I see you a lot. And then now we're 2 years later to be on the actual same team together. So it's definitely
cool.
a journey. Yeah, it's fun.
So, you got 2 years in, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 two captains in the building.
Oh.
Team captains are in the building, sitting diagonal.
These guys.
I'm glad, good help there. I was getting ready to get it confused, but like you said, it's amazing how things turn out. And for you, I'm sure, Sade, having not as much training as you said as Deja had, being the team captain has got to put you like way up. I mean, just for you, like, not like that as far as conceit or anything like that, but for your spirit, like you said, you came in and you saw them and you were like, okay, I can do this. But now you're a captain 2 years in. I mean, that's got to be.
It feels good, yeah. Just because I feel like there's a lot of other qualities that fall under the captain role, not necessarily just talent. Because everyone, I think, thinks that captains get the front line. Jordan be right in the front,
Yeah.
right in the middle, because that's
Right in
where
front
she
of us.
belongs. Right in front of us, and that's exactly where she
Yep.
belongs. I think it's just a matter of like, I think we all have the same kind of like leadership qualities, because like, I mean,
Absolutely.
we all do.
Right.
But I think that's just something that my coach and the soul saw in me, and I thought that I would be pretty good forefront.
So, what do you guys do outside of dancing? Like when the season is over, I'm sure you have regular lives. I'm sure you're probably.
One
We
would
try
think-
to.
One would think.
That was a funny laugh.
Well, did you
Yeah.
know? Did you know it's never really over?
Right.
Right.
It's really not over.
Yeah,
I mean, we
we're
have
on
regular
your-
lives now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Outside of that,
I think in general we live a double life sometimes, because we still
Way to
like.
put it.
I think we all just came from work today, so
We all did
We
too.
go to work in the morning, 9 to 5. I know I like to. I just got into movies, so I do a lot of that. I try to, if I can relax, I try to relax. I feel like I'm a very busy person. If I'm not at work, I'm at dance. If I'm not at dance, I'm sleeping. So I try to like relax on our off time, vacation. I'm literally going away for the weekend just because, you know, that's really the only free time we have is
Right.
during the weekend. So we just try, I think I try to make the best of any free time I can.
I second that. I try to any free time I have, I try to either see my family because they're up north. They live like an hour away, so I try to visit them as often as I can,
right.
or I'm asleep, like she
Yeah.
said. So
I don't know what sleep is. At least
Right.
I swear I don't. I feel like I'm always busy, and like soul's all year round, so we're constantly doing things. But you try to also balance like a regular social life. But I'm also like a cheerleading coach back home. So we're about to get. Actually, I think I got like a week. What's today's date? Yep, I got like 2 weeks until our first tryout for the next season. So I'm gonna be going full swing into that soon.
So, I have you ladies here, and I have to ask this question. It's kind of funny, but it's just something that I was curious about. In your opinion, your views. Cheerleader or dance team?
We are a dance team.
yes.
So I would say this, even, so football generally refers to their team as cheerleaders. Even them, they're dancers. They just, I don't really know why they use cheerleader, maybe just because it's football. NBA, they say dancers. And for, AFL, usually dancers. But we are dancers. Sometimes we might do like a trick or a tumbling or things like that because we just like to, a lot of dancers have acrobatic skills in general, but we're dancers, even though a lot of people say cheerleader.
It's the pom poms.
I think that's what it is. I was just gonna say that.
And I'm not, we love it.
It has to be the
It's the
pom
pom
pom.
It's the
poms.
pom-poms.
I think the Lakers started that
Hmm.
because at the time, this little basketball history here. At a time in the 80s, the Lakers were the only ones with dancers.
Mhm.
Everyone else had cheerleaders. They were called cheerleaders.
Yeah.
They separated themselves as Laker Paul Abdul,
Mhm.
the Laker dancers.
Yeah.
And then every other team kind of like picked up on that.
It was Lakers was out in LA.
Well,
They
you know,
they was another town anyway.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people also don't realize that there's pom dancing. Like that's an
Yeah.
actual.
See that? I
That's
didn't-
like
That's a
itself.
style of dance.
I've never heard of it before a day in my
There you
life.
go. See, you learn
Yeah, I
something new every
compete.
day.
Yeah, palm dancing.
That's very
You talking about
common
doing
in
that.
like high school and college. You compete in like usually like hip hop, jazz, or pom dancing. which is pom is just jazz dance with pom poms. It's
Right.
just a little bit harder.
Good job,
Learn
good
it.
homie. You called it. Great.
So, yeah,
So,
something about it.
something. So, Sade, you said you are a cheerleading coach,
I am.
competitive.
Yes.
So, this is a question that my wife wanted me to answer. Do you consider that a sport?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, 100%.
Yes.
It's a competitive sport.
Great answer, because I told her yes.
It's the most
Just my
injury.
She said no.
She didn't answer.
Hope said no. She said no.
She didn't really answer, but she was like, make sure you ask them,
Mhm.
is cheerleading a sport? Because she just said to me, she's like, is cheerleading a sport? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, well, no, you should ask them. And I kind of looked at her like you said, no.
Cheerleading is
So
cheerleading
we
is heavy.
confirmed it, yeah.
Cheerleading
Most
is heavy.
injury prone sport.
That's what I was
Most
saying.
dangerous.
That's where
Difficult.
the most injuries for the ladies come
Cheerleading is
through.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you have the Aztecs, which are youth football team. Their cheerleaders fly to Florida every year and compete.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They go to Nashville, then they go to Florida.
UCA Nationals.
So yeah, so they go to
It's
the Nationals every
intense.
year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's deep.
Yeah.
I would call it a sport. I wouldn't call shooting pool a sport.
And
Right.
I always think that
Right.
people think that because they're just on the sidelines yelling, that it's not really like a sport.
Mhm.
That's just like the one part of it.
Mhm.
Cheerleading, you're supposed to engage the
Mhm.
crowd, get them excited, and then show them what you can do physically.
Okay.
So, I think
It's a sport.
it's a
Right.
sport.
Oh, it definitely
I'm in
is.
agreement with you guys.
I'll agree. I'll agree.
I had to
I would
lift
agree.
some heavy people in high school. It's a
I
sport.
mean, and you work out too before, you know, any of your practices anyway, so I think it definitely counts as a sport.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you all you guys mentioned that you started dancing early. When was the first time you really it really clicked and you said, yeah, I want to be a dancer?
My mom would probably say when I started at 3.
Right.
I feel like I've always had that dancer mindset. I've loved it since forever. I didn't know that I wanted to be professional. I always said when I was growing up, like, I'm gonna be done after college. And then my college actually did a performance for the Sixers pregame show. And after we stepped off the floor, I was like, I'm not done. I want to be a professional dancer. So I know that's when I wanted to be a professional, but I would say probably since I was 3.
I would probably say the same thing. I started dancing somewhere around 2 or 3 also, and I was very competitive with it, loved it, you know, I want to say 16 years I did it, but same thing, I don't think I was really nervous, like, to audition for any kind of team. I felt scared to hear the no, so I was concerned, I guess, of, like, not being good enough to make a team,
Yeah.
so I wasn't really sure that I wanted to be a professional until my later years in life when I knew I could, like, handle the rejection.
I just love the performance aspect of it. So I don't know if it's necessarily like
I'm sure you
the
did.
dance.
Mhm.
I just feel like I'm a performer for whatever that means. Like if I'm
Yeah.
entertaining them in the dressing room.
For sure.
So
Always.
I love it. Performing has been something that I've loved since I was little.
Okay.
So
I mean, I picked that up like when we spoke briefly by Instagram, and I said your energy. I just love your energy. She's just like always energetic, happy, bubbly, and I just love that. So
Wait a minute. So you telling me that I gave up all my breakdance movies, all that breakdancing I did? See, I fell in love with dancing at 6. I could have been out there with them windmilling and everything.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it's over now.
We should have put him in the
Oh,
Soulmate
I know.
costume.
It's over there.
Soulmates.
Teams are
You
going
don't want me out there.
oh,
See?
teams are going
They are
for
going
it.
for it.
So, what do you guys find is the most exciting about being a soapy?
Game day.
Yeah.
Because that's different than anything any of us have ever done. Like, we've all done competitions, we've all, you know, been in practices, performed for small groups, but to be in a stadium, I think, is a whole different level. To have, like, fans, too, that's weird. But
Yeah.
it's fun. But
It's like-
it's
strange,
interesting.
like-
And then game day, you get all of that at once because you get to perform for all these people, and then you could just be standing on the side and you have the little kids like, can I please take a picture with you? And like moms, dads,
Yeah.
like uncles, cousins, like
Yes.
everybody's out there, and it's game day, I would say.
Yeah.
They probably agree.
Yeah, game day.
Game
the
day and
fans.
photo shoot day. I have
Photo
to say.
shoot,
I love
yes.
photo shoot day.
Get model for a day.
Right.
Yes.
Like really put the fan on and everything, blows your hair, it's great.
They did not put the fan on me. These curls do not do well with a fan. It was like this for like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, no fan for
No
Shay.
fan. No fan for sure.
What would you say is the most challenging? That's tough.
Oh my.
I mean, in my opinion, I would say like when the team is first created, getting everybody to perform at the same level. That's usually, I would say, the first challenge that we all face. Just because everybody's coming in from different, you've got vets, you've got rookies, everybody's got different life experiences. Some are cheerleaders, some are dancers. So I think getting everybody to really perform 100% like at the same level at the same time, that's definitely something that takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of work.
Especially because I still came into this season trying to compare myself to everybody else that was trying out still. I was like, oh god, this girl behind me is so good. Like, oh my god, did you see? She's got like a triple
And it's hard because rookies can come in and they can take your spot. Our spots aren't guaranteed. We have to re-audition. Just like they're coming in fresh. So
yeah.
So how much input do you have as dancers as far as the routines that you do during the game?
Not much. That's generally left up to coach. We do clinics with the kids, so that's usually where we get to have a little fun and we make up the routines as a team. But generally that is left up to our coach choreographer.
except for the bumps, the captains make
Oh,
little bumps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When we're like, when you see us in the end zones, we made up a lot of those, so that's fun. But they're just like a quick little clip.
Nah, that's fine. You're getting your just due for being captains.
Yeah.
So, I've gotta ask this, you don't have to do it now, but did my homework, and we got some hidden talents.
I know. I brought my whistle too.
Me and Shay have
That's my
combined
dog.
today.
I brought my whistle.
I swear I
That's
have
my
to.
dog.
And a timer.
Is it what I had to do at open call?
It definitely
I don't know.
At finals anyway.
We did our homework and we.
The video.
Listen, wait. This is crazy. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I had talked to. I did not talk to him. We do our own separate stuff. Literally, look, I'll tell you, like I write a lot of stuff down, and we're real vicious on notes.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm pretty sure
Oh no.
his notes are similar to mine.
Really?
I guarantee.
So,
Oh no.
so what was
I'll do
your
it with
guess?
you.
Is it the whole like alphabet thing?
Is it?
Yep.
Did that video?
See, it's not so much that you know how to do it. It's two of you in here that can do it.
Why?
Did you ever race? Did y'all
No,
time?
never
So look,
Oh,
this right? I was about to say that.
I
It's like a
just wanted to-
40-yard
Did you see
dash.
what she did?
back
When you
up
said it
out
was two of you, did you see what she did?
Uh-huh.
She gave you that shoulder like, that ain't about nothing. I'm about that life. So we gonna see
Oh no.
who's about that life.
Oh no.
But just because Shay was very, very much upfront about it, and we might give her a pass. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to talk to my partner and see
I'm
if
just
we
trying
have
to
to give
figure
her
out how
a
this
pass.
keeps surfacing.
So, folks, we are gonna take a quick break. Give the ladies a little breather. When we come back, we gonna work on this challenge. We're gonna try and get this challenge done
You better
before the
get
end
ready.
of the night.
Get ready.
And we got a lot more with the ladies, so stay tuned, folks. You are listening to Sports Rap
On time.
Special Edition, Heat 100 Radio. Enjoy the music as we prepare for the next segment.
No. First of all, did y'all see the video?
I did not see the video.